Alright guys, check this out. I just got this box in. Big old box for this little guy. So as you probably already saw, I've got some new Grom parts and we're going to be checking these out and putting these on the bike. So without further ado, here we go. We've got a brand new chain here, O-ring style chain. I'm going to be getting a new sprocket, well, new to me sprocket tomorrow from Alex. We're going to be swapping out the sprocket and putting on a new chain. That's going to be tomorrow. But today, I've got a IMS shifter lever that we're going to be putting on. Should be fairly simple. It's just one bolt. So that shouldn't take long at all. But it's going to remove that extra little doohickey on the stock shifter lever. Makes it easier to shift and all that good stuff. So we're going to be putting this on. And then I've also got some new clutch springs, the 60%. So we're going to be putting that on. Hopefully it'll make me a badass stunter. I doubt it, but you know, we're going to try. The last but not least thing is I got some 1/4-inch tubing here. Let me pull into the light so you can see it a little better. Wow, got some 1/4-inch tubing. I'm going to be modifying my stock oil pump to make it to where I don't burn up an engine doing wheelies. So we're going to be doing all that here momentarily. So if you don't know, the stock oil pump only picks up from the bottom of the pump, which you'll see in a little bit. So we're going to drill and install some tubing so it'll pick up from the back, whichever way it is, back of the engine, and doesn't burn up the engine while I'm riding wheelies, hopefully soon. Got the Grom in here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the rear sets. Broke loose. Now this guy should just be able to kind of work it out of there, and then we can just let it hang. So now that we've got that off, we're going to go ahead and lay it over so we can take the clutch cover off, and I'm going to get a drill so I can break all those off. So I'll be right back. Gotta love video effects. Okay, so got a drill. We're just going to start unbolting. So now that we've got the bolts off, I'm just gonna do a little taparoonies. And this guy should just come right up. Should. Oh, shoot. Don't forget to take out your dipstick, you big dummy. Take that guy out. And this should just pop up just like that. Yes, sir. Alright, so now we can put that to the side. On your clutch cover, you're always going to want to make sure that your gasket isn't broke like mine is. Oh no. So you can always go together with some RTV or just buy a new clutch cover gasket, but I didn't, so I'll probably just put some RTV or something. So, but now that we got it apart, we've got our clutch housing here. We're going to be taking this plate off, and then behind there's some springs. Now when you take it off, you want to slowly turn each one and just keep going around and just do like half a turn to a turn at a time to pull this plate off, otherwise you'll break the ears. And then there's the oil pump, which looks like I should be able to sneak it out about past this, the oil spinner. The oil spinner, this is what you'll take off to clean out whenever you do an oil change. But we're not going to be doing that because I just did it not too long ago. So we're going to be sneaking this guy out, and we'll be drilling it out so we can run the tubing back to here. So that way when you're doing a wheelie and you know your engine goes up, all the oil's back here, so it'll pick it up from back here and won't burn up your engine. So first things first, we'll probably start with the clutch, get this plate off of here and replace those strings. So she is. So caps off, and then all that for just these little guys. So yeah guys, so comparison from stock to not, yeah, this has definitely got some more compression on them. So yeah, there's 1, come on, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so put these back in there, or we'll put the new ones in like so. And then we're just gonna put this guy back on. Alright guys, so now that we've got the springs in, got it all tightened up, now we're going to go ahead and tackle the oil pump mod. So first we need to get the oil pump out of there, just 3 bolts, nothing too crazy, so let's get at it. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. I think I can get to these 2 bolts with a, there's 1, 2, that one I'm gonna need a wrench. Get that guy off. Cool. So now we got. All right, guys. Now that we got our oil pump out of there, we're going to take this little C-clip off, so this back gear will come out, and then we'll unbolt everything. So hang tight while I get that done. Oops. So we're just going to kind of dig this guy out of there. And be careful of that, because you don't want to lose that E-clip. So now that that's off, this guy should slide out. and then there's 2 bolts here that we're going to take off. Mince me to that. And then this back plate should just come off. Boom. And there you got your gear in here, which you can pull this out. That's what their hydraulic oil goes through right there. And so now we have this oil pump all opened up. Now what we want to do is on this side, we're going to drill this out, and then once we get the hole through there, then we're going to Dremel right here and right here to open this galley up, so that way we can get our copper tubing in there. So hang tight, I'm going to get my drill and some drill bits, and we're going to drill away. Whoa. Well, we kind of got it started, so we're gonna have to do a lot of shaving down there. No big deal, but at least we got it opened up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my Dremel and kind of finish opening this up here. So I didn't do a very good job of drilling, but we'll be able to fix it up with the Dremel. Alright guys, we got our handy dandy Dremel. Need this one too. Alright guys, so it's not the prettiest job, but you get the idea. The tube should be able to go up in there, so we're going to test that out, see how that looks. Alright guys, so now that we've got it all cut out and all that good stuff, and I know it's not the prettiest job, but one of the things you really want to do is you really want to get either some brake clean, some carb clean. I just had some rubbing alcohol laying around, so I used some rubbing alcohol to clean this all out. You really want to get as much of the metal shavings out as possible, so you know you don't get it in through your oil system. So yeah, you want to clean all that up, and then you especially want to clean right here on the galley that we just cut, because where I'm going to be putting some RTV around the copper pipe, so when I put it in, it kind of seals it up. I'm also going to flare the end of the copper tube, so that way, you know, instead of just falling down in there, I'll have to kind of hammer it down a little bit and just give it a better seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and flare the tool real quick and throw some RTV on it, and we'll put this thing together. Alright guys, sorry I didn't get the video of the tubing actually going together and putting the oil pump back together. I kind of had RTV Permatex all over my hands, and things were getting kind of messy and out of hand. But I also, after I got it in, I did a lot of bending. You really got to bend this to get around the hump, and then I bent it all the way so it's right here. So while you're riding normal, it should be able to pick up some oil, and when you're doing a wheelie, it should be picking up your oil from back here and sending it up through your oil pump. So that's kind of the idea behind this, so you don't burn up your engine. But you really just, like I said, really want to focus on keeping the oil pump clean, getting all the oil residue off of it, so that way the RTV has a good chance of making a good seal, and then just bending it. And it took me quite a while to, you know, set it up here, see where it needed to be bent, and go from there. So I really didn't get footage of that because I'm, you know, I only have 2 hands, guys. So, but you can see the kind of the idea here is just to drill this out, have a tube going into it, get the tube to pick up from back here, so you don't starve your engine of oil while doing a wheelie. So I think that looks really good. So we got the clutch cover on, we've got the modified oil pump in. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the clutch cover back in, and then we'll start on the shifter. So start with this guy. All right. Well, that's all back together. Now we can, I'm gonna clean up the bottom of the old pan, and then we'll start on the shifter. Okay, guys. So on this shifter, up underneath, don't know if you can see it, but this rod right here is like a connecting rod that goes from the shaft up to your pedal, and it kind of, I don't know, kind of gives it a little wiggle room, and I don't really like it. So what we're going to do is, right here there's a 10mm bolt. We're going to undo that. That should come off, and then on the back side of the other side, right behind your peg, there's a snap ring holding the back of it on. So we just gotta pop off that snap ring, take off this bolt, and it should come right off. All right, you guys, so here is, let's see if I can get it out in the light. So here's what I was talking about. Here's the shifter right here, right? So this went out to the shaft. It's got this connecting rod that connects to here, and then it's got, no. So here's the guy that actually connects to the shaft. Connecting rod connects to here. And so as you shift it, it pulls on the rod pulls on this. So there's kind of some play in there, and it kind of, you know, there's a lot of working parts there. You know, you move one part to move another to move another. So not very smooth shifting, but here is the IMS. It fits under there very nicely, like it was, like they tucked it away up under there. So, you know, you just put it on the shaft, tighten the bolt down, and it's very simple. You got, you know, this folds back so you don't break it. It fits up under there very nicely, and it shifts. Like, I mean, you can actually feel it now. Just seems like you have so much better control of the shifting. So highly recommend IMS foot shifter for the Honda Grom 2019. In the package, be careful when you open it. I almost messed it up, but they do send a nice little sticker in the back of the package, so be careful with that. You don't want to ruin that nice little sticker they send you. If you really like to sticker bomb your Groms or whatever, you might like to throw that on there. I don't know, I may throw it on my Grom somewhere. Not sure yet if I want to do the whole sticker bond thing. I kind of like the cleanness of it. I may even be taking the Honda stickers off. And I was actually thinking about doing the black 01 and calling this thing the Little Lee, but that's on down the road. So there you go, guys. Did the clutch springs, the oil pump mod, and shifter install. So now it's time to go test this bad boy out. I'm gonna double check the oil real quick. Probably just take it for a quick test run around the block. And then tomorrow, when I go over to Alex's to put the sprocket and the chain on, I'll probably stop off at a parking lot, test it out before I do the sprocket and see what, which part I get more I get better wheelies out of. Yeah, something like that. So I'm gonna try that out tomorrow. Like I said, right now I'm probably just gonna go for a test drive, make sure everything's working right, no check engine lights, all that good stuff, double check my oil, all that good stuff. So I will see you guys in the morning.
Hey, what's up, guys? Heading over to Alex's to get the sprocket and everything put on, sprocket chain swap. So far the foot shifter lever, oh my god, what a difference. The shifting is so much smoother. Like, if you can afford it, 20 bucks, I would highly recommend changing out that stock shifter lever. I mean, it is so much better. That feels great. As far as the clutch springs, I went around to the Dollar General parking lot last night, and just to try and pop it up. I just did it a couple times real quick, got it out of there. But yeah, this thing, it just pulls it straight up. So maybe I'll show you here in just a few minutes. Hopefully my GoPro doesn't die. It's been doing some weird stuff. I don't know why. I think it's the batteries, man. I'm gonna have to try to get some new GoPro batteries or something, because these just for some reason keep messing up on me. It's the other day I went to Cars and Cookies and it was crashing videos on me, like it was saying SD error. Like I don't know what was going on with that. I swapped out the batteries and that problem went away, but now I'm having a hard time getting the batteries to hold a charge. So probably just time for some new batteries. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the way I have the external battery set up. But you know, it's the only way to really get a lot of content without having to constantly swap out batteries. So I don't know, I may have to figure something out there. But we're on our way to Alex's. We're gonna go do the chain and sprocket swap. But yeah, the clutch springs, I mean, even just driving around on it, you know, when you take off in first, it seems to grab so much better. Hey, what's up, guys? So just left Alex's. We got the 37.2s put on. I don't think I got any video. My GoPro is kind of messing up. I think it's the batteries. I don't know what's going on there. Works when it wants to. But yeah, so we got it on. We got Ian with us. Me, Ian, and Alex. We're gonna go for a cruise for a little bit. But yeah, as far as the sprocket and the clutch springs, I don't know if it's because I just did the clutch springs first, but to me I felt more of a difference with the clutch springs than I did the sprocket. So if you got a Grom and you're looking at doing upgrades, to me I'd start with the clutch springs. I think I felt more of a difference with that than I did the sprocket. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's just because I did the clutch springs first or what, but out here, we're having fun. So we're probably gonna ride for a little bit and then I gotta bounce. Got other stuff to do today, so yeah, 'cause after we put on my sprocket, we took Alex's bike apart and cleaned out his oil spinner and all that stuff, and we found a spring like up under the screen on the bottom. Not sure what that was to, but we pulled it out and I mean it's running fine. He said that he's always had a idle issue, so not sure if it has something to do with that or what, but got it all cleaned out, put back together. So